Welcome back to the Shot Clock, post-game edition. Right now we have an interview coming in with Anthony Davis. Let's go ahead and take a quick listen to that for a minute.
All right, AD, you guys just saw this team. You knew that they were going to attack the glass and crash like they did. And Darvin had mentioned a pregame. It still seemed like that was an issue. Where did you see the lack of rebounding defensively was just coming from as a collective?
It came from everybody, honestly. Bigs contest, it's on the guards. But then when the guards get a contest, the bigs got a rebound. So it was a collective problem tonight. Nothing that we didn't know that they were going to do. They did it a couple nights ago against us at home. But we was able to steal it. And then turnovers. So that's what killed us. Obviously they made shots to start the game, but we let them feel comfortable. Even guys who, we might just get a contest and, dare them to shoot. They came out and it felt very comfortable. And, as you make them shots and, their team started going and getting confidence and playing off of each other, playing off of the crowd, and just created a hole for ourselves. Another first quarter. So, even though we kind of tightened up the screws a little bit, it's just the offensive rebounds killed us the entire game. Start to finish.
Early trend this year in only 6 games, but you've been falling behind early at home. You've been able to catch up, kind of riding some of that crowd energy. Hasn't happened as much on the road. Important for you to try and change that and hit first in Miami.
Yeah, we don't have a choice. We can't use the excuse of guys are out, East Coast, time change, all that. The guys who played has been in the league long enough to, be ready to, go out and get a win. So, if we don't want to stay on this side of the win-loss column, then, we got to come out with a better first quarter on Monday.
Like Mike said, the slow starts have been a common theme from game to game, knowing it's still early in the season. Are you seeing anything in common between those first quarters from game to game that are leading to the slow starts?
It seems like just our energy.
Hey, in my opinion, Anthony Davis is 100% correct. Our rebounding was horrible tonight. And when you look at how the Lakers dug themselves in that hole early, 39-25, they were climbing up a hill that they probably never even saw the destination themselves. You know what I mean? But it was just one of those games for them. You know what I mean? They couldn't find the hole. They couldn't find the bottom of the basket. And then on defense, they were always a half a step behind. So right now we have Coach Darvin Ham. Let's listen in.
What did you see in that first quarter, especially kind of how Orlando was able to jump on you early?
Just their effort, their energy. They're down bodies, we're down bodies. And so the game basically comes down to mental approach. Their energy, their effort, they outworked us. And I think because of that energy and effort, they saw the ball go in. They did a great job of just playing fast continuously. Covering for one another defensively and just pounding us on the glass. It's a huge step backwards for us in terms of our defensive rebound. And we came into the year really highlighting those 2 areas of our game, transition defense and defensive rebounding. And tonight, transition was under control for the most part. Later on in the game, it got a little, they added some production in that stat line, but the main thing all night was those guys getting second and third opportunities for themselves and us, not boxing out, not getting hits, not coming up with 50-50 balls, and also turning the ball over. So, but, we won't throw the baby out with the bathwater. It's 6 games in. It's a great lesson, and we'll definitely aim to fix that. So, 76 left, and we just got to wipe ourselves off and get ready for another tough one in Miami on Monday.
Hey, Coach, with about 6 minutes left, the bench score was 31-12. How much of that early on in the season is contributing to?
Now you can hear there's a theme right here. AD was talking about defense. Now you hear the coach talking about defense. What was I talking about a couple of days ago when we were talking about 50-50 balls, second chance points? The Lakers were doing bad with that a couple of days ago, and so we're still having that same issue right now. And again, with all of our key guys out, your Taurean Princes, Vanderbilt, we're talking about one of our top wings not playing yet. this is not the easiest thing for the Lakers to do. But again, this is what they have to do to be able to push forward. And they got another game against Miami coming up where it's not going to get any easier. It's really not. Real quick, we have LeBron James, and I think this is going to be our last interview for the evening. So let's just go ahead and take a listen to that.
Yes, issue tonight, right? With just the crash of the offensive glass. You've been seeing a lot of basketball games. What are the ways to have that not become the trend that it's been early in the season?
We got to try to figure it out because that's definitely been our trend. Offensive rebounds, points off turnovers. We do a good job of getting a stop in the first possession, but we allow offensive rebounds, and then we allow them to score off offensive rebounds. So we got to do a better job of that. We got to get that under wraps. Something that we should challenge ourselves for sure.
Had a few guys out last year. Once you got Vanderbilt and Rui kind of around the trade deadline, you just became a little bigger as a team. How much of this sometimes is just about size on the court versus principles like boxing out and combination of those?
Well, it's not as simple as just boxing out. Because if a guy's bigger than you, he's simply bigger than you. You can box out and still lose offensive rebound battle for sure. We've seen that plenty of times. So it definitely helps when you have bigger bodies. We have 3 of our bigger bodies out right now with injury, and Rui, Vando, and TP. It would help, but we definitely got to do a better job of when we do box out of helping. Sometimes we are doubling guys, and we get a free crasher that's coming to crash the glass. Sometimes we just ball watching and give it up an offensive rebound. So it's something we have to look on the film and seeing which ways we can be better.
You were at, I think, 27 minutes headed into the fourth. Deficit was 19. Darvin said he wasn't going to throw in the towel at that point. He thought it was important if this is a lesson to be learned here, to have the guys out on the court to learn it. Do you feel like a message was received here for the team tonight, and just in terms of a wake-up call of the way everyone needs to play, if you guys could reach your mental potential?
We're a veteran ball club. I hope so, man. He shouldn't need to have to send a message. We're a veteran. Most of the guys on the court are vets. I think AR is probably the only non-vet. Is AR's third year? Yeah, so other than that, we are all vets on the floor. So we know we're getting our ass kicked in the areas that we were getting kicked in, and that's offensive rebound, and we turn the ball over, they score. Coach staff shouldn't have to send a message to a veteran ball
club. Similar theme. Defense, rebounding, getting started early. These are the things that the Lakers had some problems with tonight, and they have to get those things together. Of course, that interview went on a little bit longer, but we already see what the plan is. Let's get our defense up. Let's get out here and let's get these rebounds. Let's stop these second chance points. Let's get these 50-50 balls, and let's execute. Let's work efficiently. And that's the shot clock. Tell me what you think about the Lakers and their performance tonight in Orlando.